everybody. Welcome back to Down Syndrome 21st Perspectives. Happy 2026, everybody. First, we want to say thank you to all of our viewers, listeners, our audience. We opened Spotify at the end of the year, and we had all these cool little awards, I should say, from Spotify Wrapped, and it called our podcast a 2025 hit show.
Yeah.
One of the most watched shows and top 25% of videos. Awesome. So thank you to our audience. Amazing. Yes, we were so excited to see that.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And we're looking forward to growing the podcast in 2026.
Forward it to anyone you know.
Yes. Right. So please keep liking us. Please keep subscribing. We really appreciate it. I'm here with my co-host, Ann Lewis. Monique is not here today, and we have a wonderful guest, Antonella Signori from Gigi's Playhouse.
Hi. And Antonella, Gigi's Playhouse holds a special place in our co-host Monique Garner's heart. She sent this message to share with you and our audience.
Hi, everybody. Super excited to have our guests with us today, Antonella from Gigi's Playhouse, Houston. I'm so sad that I wasn't going to be there to really be in the presence and meet you in person. However, I did want to share that I have a personal connection to Gigi's Playhouse Houston because I was a part of the Gigi's startup team. And I, myself, along with a group of other ladies who also had children with persons with Down syndrome, we decided that we would work together to generate the funds needed to start at Gigi's Playhouse Houston. And this was when Marley was just a little boy, still in elementary school. And we did multiple fundraisers, did all kinds of great things. And so eventually you all opened the doors. And how incredibly fantastic is that? I'd love to hear more about the story and what's happening at Gigi's Playhouse today. And thanks again to our guest, Antonella, for joining us. And I look forward to meeting you in the near future.
So now, Antonella, tell us about Gigi's Playhouse. You're a program coordinator there, and it's this magnificent resource here in Houston.
Yes. Well, first, hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much for having me. I am the program volunteer coordinator at Gigi's Playhouse. Gigi's Playhouse is a nonprofit achievement center for individuals with Down syndrome. We offer free therapeutic, educational, and social programs for individuals from birth to adulthood. And it's a place where they can excel. It's a place where their confidence is celebrated and they're included in all of our programs.
Wonderful. So, wonderful. Awesome. What kind of programs are there?
We also have math literacy tutoring that are all free. We have free speech and then just free therapeutic where for adults we have throughout the week. A lot, including music, where they create their own music. We have dance, which we partner with Open Dance Project. If anybody knows about them, they're amazing. They're great. And then we also do Fantastic Friends, which is also a program where they kind of learn about learning with each other and learning as a group. And we also have many. Honestly, if you guys are able to see our website,
I went to your website.
We have so many
full
programs, and we are wanting to add even more into 2026.
Wonderful.
So since this is going to go out to so many people and be viewed by many, if somebody is listening in Houston and they want to volunteer, can you walk us through what a day or like what it would look like for the volunteer and what exactly you would want them to do?
Absolutely. So Gigi's Playhouse, we are 99% volunteer driven, and especially Houston, since we only have 2 staff members, we thrive on volunteers. We welcome anybody and everybody who comes in. We're more than happy for them to delve deep into our programs and learn with our participants and grow with them. The application-wise, you can go on our website and you guys are able to volunteer and sign up to volunteer on there. And then whenever we get the email, I'll send you an email back, be like, when can you come in so we can meet and give you a tour of the Playhouse, show you guys around, kind of welcome you guys into the space. And then if you come into whenever there's programs with the adults, kids, babies, you'll get to see them and you'll be very welcomed. And then they'll go through certain steps, trainings for the program. So then let's say somebody isn't aware of the programs or even just Down syndrome in general, these trainings kind of show them exactly what they'll be going into.
So the volunteer doesn't have to contact the center and say, oh, I'm good at this type of art and I'd like to start a class for your center. It would be more like, I want to volunteer and where do you need me, and put me there and teach me what to do.
So since we already have the programs in place, but we welcome anybody who is like, I see this program on your guys' website that you guys don't offer at your Playhouse, but we would like to start it. We also have some programs are recommended to be run by licensed therapists, but sometimes we have programs that if anyone and everyone can be like, I really want to lead this for you guys. I really want to start this up for you guys. We are more than happy to have that, because we want, at least for 2026 and all the years ongoing, we want to have programs for all kids all the time, from kids, babies, adults. We want to have them all. So
wonderful.
With the Down syndrome population, do you notice that they easily take to the volunteers, or are they more like nervous because they don't know them maybe, or how does that look usually?
At least from what I've seen with our participants, everyone is just so welcoming. I think that they see somebody, we welcome a new volunteer and I'm like, hi, everyone, welcome our new friend. And everyone is like, hi, welcome. And we have one participant that he says, welcome to Gigi's Playhouse. That is, here is our greeter. And we have our greeters.
Probably wants to give him a hug.
Yes. Everyone gives hugs. You will be hugged. You will be greeted, and you will be welcomed at Gigi's Playhouse.
Yeah, that's great.
What are some of the more popular programs where a lot of people
So our most popular population currently is our adult programs. I want to say our most popular program, I believe almost all of them are, but we have, I really like the dance adults. I think that they really like that, especially since we're
Fritz
partnering.
loves to dance. I don't know about your sister, but
oh my goodness,
the dancing is just constant.
Is a big dancer. She loves to dance. And
tell us a little bit about your sister.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, my Danny. She is 14. I have a sister that is 14 with Down syndrome. Her name is Danica Signori. She is my heart, my world. I wish I could tell you all the words in the dictionary that she is to me. And she is, sweet. I think, my reason why I am in what I am
doing
in,
right now.
What I'm doing, and honestly what I studied, what I wanted to be. She has gone through a lot throughout her life, and I think that with my family always being with her, she's always had such a good support system. And she, especially at Gigi's Playhouse, she runs the place. She says that she works alongside with me.
Oh, so, I love it.
So whenever there were days that she was able to come, I would take her with me on the weekends.
That's awesome. So, we brought Fritz out once to do I think it was like a Special Olympics type class. Like
Special Olympics young athletes.
So we went out there for that once. We live about 20 minutes, half an hour away. So, but now that Fritz, he's homeschooled, but he's done. I pick him up at 1:45, and we're kind of phasing out of the nap. So I feel like I was looking on your calendar as I was researching, and I was, it is mostly weekends that are good for him.
Yes.
But for myself, when I drop him off, I'm thinking I could head over and help out.
That there's school, and we know that obviously some parents come and get all of their kids, and it'll be pretty late in the evening that they're done. And we definitely don't want to kind of put that on the parents where it's like, okay, then afterwards, after you have done all of your errands and everything, then you guys can come in. We definitely cater to what the availability is to our parents and our families, and we just want them to have a space where they can bring their kids and their adults and everyone to have fun at Gigi's and to really just learn what these programs, and we will.
So when a child with Down syndrome graduates from high school, then is Gigi's a place where they can go, and everyone's always kind of looking for that next step, like where do we go from here, that they can find like a meaningful day, almost like a work, but not really, like, whatever. There's lots of different options for people, but does Gigi's a place where someone could, that would be their next step all day, every day? Or
definitely. We definitely have a lot of families that are very regular and come in and they're more than happy to just drop off their children and just have them with us, especially after they graduate high school. They're already considered an adult, so they would be a part of our adult programs, and they are more than welcome to come in. It's honestly where they can grow into a space where they're able to meet friends and they're able to work together and grow together. And that's basically.
That's one of my wishes for Fritz, is that he has a girlfriend, and he, you know, if he wants to get married, he gets married. And so I think, where is he? I have him homeschooled with this amazing lady, but none of the kids have Down syndrome there. And not that he would have to marry somebody with Down syndrome, but like most likely he's going to bond with people that are like him.
No, a lot of our participants
so
have
I thought, where am I
partners.
going to take him that he gets to meet? You know, because even in schools, there might be a special ed department, but that doesn't mean there's a lot of Down syndrome children, you know. So anyways, that's good to hear. And so they can come there, they can eat their lunch, and like you help them with all of that. And
Yes.
that's great.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's so great.
And you said you have a big event coming up.
Yes,
right?
we have.
Tell us about the gala.
Yes, we have the gala January 30th at the Parador, and it is one of the biggest fundraising events for Gigi's Playhouse of the year. And we really do urge, if anyone wants to come out to support, be there with us. We're
Are there still tickets available?
Yes, there is.
And that's through your website?
Yes, and then if anyone wants to also get a table, you guys are able to get a table. So there's more information about that on our website. Yes.
Great. What else can we learn about Gigi's Playhouse that's good for people to know?
Yes.
You're national too.
Yes, we are national. We have 62 locations throughout the country and also 2 in Mexico. I know that we are growing still. I know that one of the main ones that also are growing in Dallas. We are starting up one in Dallas, or they are. And that was one thing that they were so excited about. Again, many locations on growing. And we also recently just had a national conference where all of the locations, they meet. And that was this past November.
Wow.
And it's in Chicago, and we get to, especially new staff, we got to tour the Hoffman Estates, which is the national office, and we got to see where Gigi's originated from, where it started. And we got to meet Miss Beautiful Gigi herself and everyone, and Nancy Gianni, everyone is there, and we were able to kind of see where the heart of Gigi's came from. And it's, again, also mother that is working to kind of lend her hand out to these families that have, you know, their loved ones with Down syndrome, to show them that they have this place that they're more than welcome to be in, more than welcome to connect and grow. And that's what the heart is. I feel like Gigi's Playhouse kind of challenges the outdated narrative that, you know, individuals with Down syndrome aren't able to do something. And I think that that's what it is.
Do you know the origin story of the founder? Like, did they have a child with Down syndrome and they were frustrated? Or,
yes. At least I know that Nancy Gianni can say her story better than anybody, but she was a mother that she had her daughter Gigi, and she was also a mother that whenever she had her, she wasn't like, oh, congratulations. It's more kind of it was at least Down syndrome at that point, I believe, and her story was that it was kind of looked down upon.
How old is Gigi right now?
Gigi is my age. She is 23 years old.
wow.
Yes. Yeah. And she, I guess, whenever she was like, what do I do? Is there anywhere that, you know, possibly I can take my daughter? And she ended up starting Gigi's Playhouse because she was like, I want somewhere for people like my daughter to excel and to feel like they belong somewhere and that they are here and we unite. And I really do firmly believe that whenever you have, as someone in your family has Down syndrome or was born with Down syndrome, I think that you really are a part of that lucky few family. And I know I am. I know everyone.
Elaborate on that. I love to hear that stuff.
I have my tattoo. And this is the 3 sets of the 21st the chromosome.
Oh, wow.
Right? And I know that it basically means rise up and move forward. And I really kind of resonate that with my sister, because my sister, she would rise up and move forward in absolutely everything that she would do. And I know I see that in our participants every day. And I think I see that. And I don't ever doubt that in anyone that has Down syndrome.
Right. And they work so much harder than all of us, you know?
They honestly, their potential is bigger than anything, the galaxies that we could even think of. I think that they're individuals that feel their emotions so deeply, and they have this, like, amount of just like they know what they're capable of. I think that it's just wanting to give them that passageway to like just welcome them and be like, go ahead, the world is yours. Do what you
do. You ever notice that as they get older, like your sister, you know, you would know more, but like if there's something that she thinks she sees you doing and she thinks, I want to do that like my big sister. Yes. Do you ever notice that she's trying and then it gets her frustrated?
Oh my goodness. So she is my mini me. She wants to do anything and everything that I do. So I definitely think that she tries. So she says that she wants to already start her college like me and do her things. But then I think that she does run into but I can't. Or, you know, sometimes but you just have to kind of reassure them.
How do you respond to her when she would say that?
You definitely can. I'm like, you haven't. I was like, let's try it. Let's do it again. Let's try from the beginning. I was like, you know, you can't. I always tell her, you can't knock it till you try it, because she always says I can't before she tries it.
Yes,
that's one of the main things that I kind of tell her. But I'm always like, I also kind of go by the old quote of the world is your oyster. I was like, you can, and that's kind of what she's.
Does your whole family follow that?
Yes, Yeah, we definitely do. I feel like, especially kind of entering her teenage years, she kind of grows into the. I can't, I'm not able to, but I think it might be just a little push of like, yes, you are able to, you can, you most definitely can. So you try and we'll be right alongside with you.
That's great.
Yeah.
She's so lucky to have all of you feeling like that.
Our family was always lit up with light. We're a very happy family, but I think that as soon as she entered it, I feel like it was just a different sort of light.
Nice.
Wow. I think that it was a different sort of light that kind of enters your family, and then you feel it. I feel like you get to feel a certain type of love whenever you get to meet these individuals and these participants. That honestly, I feel like you can't help but just be so lucky and be so happy and so proud to be like, you're someone that I love, you're someone that I know, and that, you know, you, no matter what, you will never be different from me. Well, obviously, it's like, I see you as me, and I see you as like any other person. I just see my sister and I'm like, I love you with all my heart, and you know, I am so proud to be her sister. So that's basically
How did you when your sister was growing up and had different challenges or different things that she had to do, or maybe habits that were not so wonderful to like, for example, with Fritz, he's always saying like the plan is we're going to go to school, then we're going to come home, then we're going to see Gloria, then we're going to go to kids garden, then we're going to eat dinner. I mean, literally, like he has to go all the way up to like bath and bed. And then he'll be like, let me say it again. And like, it'll be like 7 times throughout breakfast. And I'll be like, okay, I got the plan. Stop saying like, there's little things like that I wish that I was more tolerant of, or I feel like I want to teach him to stop. So I don't know what it is. If I just want more
do you ever
back and
ask
forth.
him? Like, do you ask him, hey,
Like,
do you
why
like
do you
that?
need to know the plan?
Or like, do you like that plan?
No,
Do you
he
want to
loves-
change?
yeah.
He loves the plan the way it is?
Yeah. Like he's saying the plan from the moment I wake
How
him up.
cute.
In
So
the
he's
morning.
telling you.
He knows every day what therapy, like he, you know, I don't know. I mean, like he's always asking for the things.
I see it as like a reassurance.
It's like an anxiety thing that I feel bad seeing in him.
I see it as like a reassurance type of thing that he wants to tell you. It's like, okay, Mom, I just want to reassure you, but I just want to reassure you again.
He's reassuring himself,
yes, I think. Yes. And I feel like we also see that a lot.
Is that a common trait with people with Down syndrome?
I want to say that my sister definitely, whenever she doesn't go by her full plan, I think that she's just kind of like, you know, the day will pass on the way that it does. But
she likes to say it.
She knows what she has to reassure me, the family, herself on, and I think that she kind of
we'll be eating dinner in like the middle of the dinner, and he's got spaghetti sauce all over his face, and he's like, "Can I have a hug? I want a hug." And we're like, "Can we wait until like you're not gonna get it all over my sweatshirt or whatever?" But he always wants hug. I mean, it's like it's so stereotypical, but he is like he always wants to hug people. And when he was really little, we would take him anywhere. Like we'd be in line at a store or whatever, and he would just go up to like he's a little person and just go up to random men. He loved men, like men and boys. And like hold me. He would just like look at them, and the people would look at me, and it's like COVID or whatever, and I'm like, I don't care, you can pick them up.
Yeah.
Like,
My sister was a big greeter. She was one that you had to say hi to her back. If you didn't, she would be like, hi.
Fritz does that on the airplane and doctor's office waiting rooms, and I'm just looking at the people like, just say hi to him. Like, why are you like not saying hi? If you wanted volunteers to come out for, what do you think the biggest need? Is it more fundraisers behind the scenes, or is it actually we need your physical body there?
I think for the volunteers, we just definitely the physical bodies there is such a plus because of the fact that we, again, are run so much by volunteers that we always need the help that we can get to have leaders, co-leaders, assistants, just helping with the program.
Is there an age range of volunteers?
I think it changed from age 14 and up. Now you're able to be without a parent, but I think 13 below is you have to be alongside a parent. You have free time, just come in, help us out, come join, have some fun. We have snacks, we have time, we'll play, we'll play music. That's the one rule of Gigi's is always playing music. We will always be playing music.
Do you have weekly afternoon, like when elementary age or teenagers get off of school during the week? Are there after school events or programs?
It really does just vary by the month. So we have the main set in stone programs that we have are, again, just our adult ones, but our teen and our kids kind of vary by availability of our volunteers who's able to lead.
Maybe that's what I was reading. It seemed like if I want to be like, hey, I want to have a Tuesday afternoon, little kid party or whatever.
If you say, Antonella, I want to do this on Tuesday night, if I know that some families are going to come in, please, can I have the birthday party this, or could I do this program, whatever, you are able to start it up at whatever time.
That's so exciting. What a wonderful resource for everybody.
It truly is. I feel like that's the one thing is that we always... Whenever I've always been advised that if a family comes in and we're sending an email or anything, we drop that email immediately and we open our arms and we're like, welcome.
Oh, that's sweet.
You. And I think that that's what it should be. I feel like you have a family that is coming in, or even if they're just calling through the phone. I think that that's the one thing is that, especially let's say like families that their participants have, or their loved ones have graduated, or their loved ones are always at home and they're like, I really just want to get I really just want to do something for my kids, or my kids aren't able to do something on the weekends. Where can I take them? What can I do? And that's the one thing is like, we will definitely make sure to have more. If you have a child with Down syndrome or a baby with Down syndrome, we will definitely, my main thing is adding more of those programs so then those families can come in and especially also meet families with Down syndrome. I know that you also said how important it was that you met someone with Down syndrome. I think that also my mom growing up, she was able to meet these families through my sister's classes, and my sister was finally going on play dates and going on things.
Nice.
And I think at
that's
first,
great. I love to hear that.
So
at
important.
first, it's like since she moved here about a year and a half ago, she obviously didn't know anybody here, and since we didn't really think about Gigi's Playhouse because obviously coming from Florida, we weren't really close to a Gigi's Playhouse. We knew about it. I've known about it all my life, but we weren't close enough to kind of see until I found out that there was this one in Houston. And then obviously the internship came around for me to start interning there or apply to intern there. That's whenever I was like, okay, well, this is a place for my sister. My sister basically calls it like her second home. She will always want to be there. So,
how heavily populated is it at Gigi's in the activities, like with the kids with Down syndrome or the adults with Down syndrome?
So we have a very big population.
Oh, we
also have a lot of active families. Obviously, the number kind of goes up. Like the number goes up, and I feel like kind of you lose track and count of how many families come in. Because again, the one call that you get, that's another added family to the system. That's another family that's able to come in, and then they're obviously able to come in with regarding their availability. But again, I feel like we have more adults that, again, families and want to come in being like, I really want to find something for my adult. But then also I know that we have so many kids that are like, we want our kids to join with other kids. So I feel like, but
if you have an adult class, like how many adult people are in it?
We want to say that we kind of vary to about like 15 to 25, kind of in that range. We definitely can have more, but again, in an event, we have all the kids show up.
Have you ever noticed a relationship form out of those?
I've kind of seen my eye and caught my eye on like some slow dancing here and there during dance classes.
That's good.
And definitely like
We'll have to tell Monique about the dance because her son was in a dance program for kids with Down syndrome, or teenagers with Down syndrome, and I think she's since stopped doing it.
Well, she went to Dallas and she's continuing, but she's doing virtual lessons.
Got it. So it's not the same, but can they go? Is this a Houston location?
So currently they just have the dance for the adults currently, but we are actually
he's an adult. He's 19.
Oh, yes. So we actually have those, at least for this month. We're starting to do those Tuesdays and Thursdays.
In the evenings.
And so it's actually in the mornings from 10 to 11.
Okay.
And we are actually implementing to work with Open Dance Project for the kids. Hopefully incoming in February, but we're definitely trying to kind of implement those.
Well, is there anything else you want to make sure you say? Because hopefully,
we want to make
get
sure
all
we
the
miss
help
anything.
you need.
Well, obviously, again, I just want to thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
So happy
So
you're
glad
here.
I met you.
Yes, so glad to have met you guys as well, and your viewers. Thank you guys so much. Definitely come check out Gigi's Playhouse Houston if you want to volunteer.
For sure.
Or donate, or just simply learn more. We are more than happy and welcome you anytime.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you guys.
wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
we'll put the link on our website.
Yes,
Gigi's Playhouse.
check out our website. See what you guys
so can
like, any
find it.
programs.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
everybody,
you.
thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the
thank
next
you.
episode
Bye.
of Down
Bye.
Syndrome 21st Perspectives. Bye-bye.